What FPS game am I currently most excited for? I keep getting asked this question every time I go live. By the way, I stream on this channel, hit the bell icon to get notified when I go live. But either way, every time I live stream, I get asked, what are you most excited for? Halo Infinite, Battlefield 2042, Call of Duty Vanguard.
Stop asking me!
And it's hard. It's up in the air right now. I really don't have too many concrete opinions. Now, out of the 3 games, I've played some Halo Infinite tech test, and I've played a lot of the Vanguard beta. And I think both of them are brimming with potential. I think they can be really solid titans of the industry. And nothing super revolutionary or super innovative, but well fitted in their respected franchises. I think that's the best way to put it. Battlefield is the odd one out. From the leaked gameplay I've seen and the very, very sparing amount of gameplay we've seen from Battlefield 2042, I'm not the most excited for it for a couple reasons. The first one is the reasons I've already laid out in previous videos, that DICE is very inconsistent. It's not an impossibility that this game launches horribly, because it's a DICE game, and it's EA pushing a DICE game, and EA also lacks consistency. The only thing they like to consistently do is kill off their live service games, so it makes me nervous that we're getting an online-only live service game by a publisher that loves to kill off their online-only live service games. You see the problem here. Also, specialists are in Battlefield 2042, and I know they're technically just gadgets with skins attached to them, but then why not just make them gadgets and just have the normal faction system and then just create something a little bit more traditional? I haven't really enjoyed Battlefield since 4, so it's really not the best idea to go cattywampus with the whole class and character and gadget system. I'm not a fan, but I feel like EA really wants to sell a lot of operator skins because they see how well that's doing in games like Modern Warfare, Cold War, Warzone, and Rainbow Six Siege. Now look, if I'm being honest, I don't trust any of these developers with my lunch money. This is a Cheeto. I go off of patterns, I don't pretend to look into the future, and I personally wouldn't trust Sledgehammer with my baby, so I don't exactly know why people are overhyping Vanguard at the moment. The beta is in a pretty good state, which is a good sign. It's not the most technically stable and it obviously has issues and balance problems, but it's not in a dreadful state, and people are noticing that. I think that's sort of upping the Call of Duty players' hype for the game, because they're playing a game that isn't in a miserable, horrible, needs to be reworked state, like some could argue Black Ops 4 and Cold War was in its beta. And hell, even people that didn't like the Modern Warfare beta were starting rumors for months that there was going to be a big rework to MW, a huge rework, and everyone was waiting for a big rework. But with Vanguard here, people's expectations are pretty low, and a lot of people are just referring to it as a Modern Warfare reskin, so the excitement levels are in line with that low expectation. They expect it to be kinda bad, so they're excited that it's kinda good. I'll talk more about Vanguard after the beta's over. I want to get all of my opinions in one go. I don't want to have like a first impressions, a middle impressions, and a final impressions. I'll review the beta when the beta's over. But talking about low expectations, the problem I have with Battlefield 2042 and the problem I have with Halo Infinite is that their expectations are so high. Like, both games have to save the franchise. They have to return the franchise to its former glory. They have to bring back old memories while creating new ones, and I think people are getting way too wrapped up in how good Halo Infinite and Battlefield 2042 are going to be. But I think even if these games are decent, they won't live up to people's hypes, and I don't know why people are getting this hyped. I mean, why are you trusting 343 and DICE? Why are you trusting Microsoft and EA? Why are you trusting Sledgehammer and Activision, for that matter? The AAA FPS market, let me check, still isn't perfect. And I don't think you have to think the game's gonna be perfect in order to get hyped for it, but I do think you kinda have to be stupid to be as hyped as some people are, and I'm sorry if you don't like hearing that. You're tasking Battlefield 2042 and Halo Infinite to save their respected franchises, and I'm just hoping they're decent shooters so that Call of Duty doesn't monopolize the market for another year. But there's no way of knowing if Halo Infinite and Battlefield 2042 aren't going to try to hop on the Battle Royale train to compete against Warzone. There's no way to tell what the post-launch support's going to be like. Will Halo Infinite give up on its important art style for the sake of microtransactions and battle passes? And Halo Infinite had a flurry of bad news. No online co-op at launch, no Forge at launch, and you can only progress the battle pass through challenges. Oh my god. And Battlefield 2042 just got delayed after some really shaky tech test footage got leaked that made it look like it was still in a pre-alpha state, and I know that test was apparently just server-side, or wasn't focused on gameplay, or I don't know, the plethora of excuses I've heard for that really shaky gameplay. I don't know why anyone's defending it, I don't know why people are so excited to defend it, but then also, Battlefield 2042 getting delayed kinda reminds me of Battlefield 5's little delay. Battlefield 5 got delayed by 4 weeks, and we know how badly that launched, and we know what happened to the weapon balance around Christmas when they just changed up all the gunplay for the Christmas noobs, then reverted it back, and then changed it again later. These are the patterns, and we can even see 343 currently messing with the MCC's art style with weird cosmetics for their seasons. Is Halo Infinite gonna have that same problem? And Halo Infinite's a very weird case. It has a free-to-play multiplayer, the campaign is gonna be on Game Pass, and there's no Forge or online co-op at launch. It's not even really a game I'm gonna be buying, it's like a subscription service, and it makes me nervous. I wanna know how Microsoft is planning to regain their money, because it's a live service game where even the campaign is on a live subscription service, so I don't know what they're going to do, but I'm scared. And Sledgehammer, in my opinion, is terrible at balancing weapons, and they're really just, their game design is weird. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't love Advanced Warfare's game design. I thought it was creative, but it just is a very strange game. And then COD World War II is one of my least favorite COD games. It's one of the most boring COD games in my opinion. And while Vanguard has way more flavor and character than World War II did in my opinion, it doesn't mean I trust Sledgehammer to properly balance weapons and keep the game properly updated. I just don't trust them to do that because they're Sledgehammer, and I have a history with Sledgehammer and reviewing Sledgehammer's games, so sorry if I'm not on the hype train yet. I'm enjoying the beta, and that's the thing. Yes, I'm most excited for Vanguard, and I'm a Call of Duty fanboy, disregard me now. But really it's because I've been able to play the beta and I see the potential. Once I get to play more Halo Infinite tech tests, once I play the Battlefield beta, I'll have so many new opinions to share with you guys. I really want Battlefield to be good this year because I've wanted a good Battlefield like this for a long time. I just hope the new class system and specialist system and weapon play is to my liking, and that's a fair thing to want. Vanguard feels like a full $60 game at launch with zombies, campaign, multiplayer that actually has maps this year. Good God, my expectations are that low that having 16 maps gets me hard. While Battlefield is online only, you have multiplayer and Portal, and then Halo is free to play, essentially just a free to play with online and story, but no firefight, no Forge or anything like that. So I don't know, don't jump down my throat. I just think that Call of Duty has less to prove towards me because they've been very transparent with what we're getting so far. Halo and Battlefield have way more to prove to me than Call of Duty does currently. And that's not a bad thing. That's not a knock on DICE and 343. That's just how the cookies have crumbled so far. So let me lay out my hype for you guys. I'm hyped at the idea that there are gonna be 3 good AAA shooters out this year that I can talk about and review and tear down and enjoy discussing, and that you guys can enjoy watching me discuss them. I look forward to ranting and complaining and reviewing and making videos and live streams. That's gonna be fun. Again, hit the bell icon to get notified when I go live. There's my answer. I hope it made sense. To summarize, none of my opinions matter because I enjoy Call of Duty.